Las Vegas family claims that a UFO crashed in their backyard and police have body cam footage to prove it. Yeah, so these police were in this area and they actually saw this light, or a shooting star as they said, and the guy goes, dude, I have some butterflies. And they see this thing fall from the sky.
I have butterflies, bro. Everyone saw a shooting star, then these people say there's aliens in their backyard.
It's like this blue light, and you could see it from the cruiser's dash cam. Yeah, almost looked like an asteroid, a plane, or something that flew overhead, flashed a bright light. Yeah, then a few minutes later, this family calls into 911 saying, hey, there's something that crashed in our backyard. There's 8-foot creatures. There's 2 of them outside this craft.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard.
They don't seem to be too panicked, but they're saying like, dude, we don't know what this is. There's like alien craft. And you could hear the guy, like, he's like, they have big eyes, these creatures, they're 8 foot, they're in my backyard. Like, send help. Film it. Film this shit. Like, why? You're on the phone with somebody. I would be like, film that shit. I want to see it. I want like everyone else to see it. The cop, like when they showed up at the house, was like, we just saw the light. So that's only the reason why we're investigating this. Otherwise, like, they probably wouldn't. Well, they still would have went to the house. They would have probably went to the house and said like, all right, what the fuck is going on? Yeah. Like, all right, is everybody okay? Is anybody on drugs? Whatever. And the whole family comes out. There's four or five of them. Yeah. You know, the guy's talking, hey, there's some type of creature in my backyard. But here's the thing that doesn't make sense to me. When they go into the backyard, and a lot of people were saying this online, when they went into the backyard, the body cam footage stops and they're like, oh, we have to protect private property. When has that ever been like a thing? Is that like a new thing? Is that a thing in just, you know, Las Vegas that they can't do? I don't know. Maybe the people have asked them not to put it out there. But here's another question. Where did that craft go? Exactly. And where are these creatures? Yeah, where are the creatures? They hop over the fence? Like there was no pictures of this from the family or the police. The police didn't come out and say there was something that definitely crashed. If there was a craft, you would think it would be that semi big. If crash landed in someone's yard, there'd be like, all right, my pool's gone. There's a big crater. There's there's trees down. There's something. There was none of that, and there was no reports of that, and nobody even asked that question. I'd like to get the police report from this, or maybe some government agency, like we talk about, the Men in Black showed up and was like, we got this, and that's why you don't see anything. We got it. Give it to me. Men in Black here. Yeah. But I mean, they were asking people in the area, did anybody see any bright lights, any craft fall down? There was people like, yeah, that was a little weird.
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land?
What gets me though is a cop did see something. The cop did see something, yes. So you can't dispute that, and the dash cam from the cop car did catch something. And they did reach out, the news did, to the Air Force Base, Nullis, even the Pentagon, and they all said, no, wasn't us. Yeah, and then why would you call 911 and saying, hey, there's non-human beings in my backyard? I mean, what else are you going to do? Most of the alien encounters that people had over the years, going all the way back, they're little. They're little. They're like 3 to 4 feet, but he describes them still with big eyes. Yeah. But then these creatures are 8 foot. Like that's yeah.
You're terrified of it.
So there's 2 people or 2 subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot. 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us.
Yeah, that's like, all right, if you're making this up, why not just throw that story out, or, you know, call the news media? Why call 911 and saying, hey, send help, there's creatures in my backyard? I mean, maybe there was creatures. That's the only thing. Like, I mean, maybe you were scared. Like, that's the only thing I could think of. Like, they didn't want to film this because they were terrified. Like, if I saw like 8 to 10 foot creatures in my backyard, I would be like, what the fuck is that? My first thing may have not have been to get my camera. My first thought is like, oh shit, what are we gonna do? Should I get the hell out of here or whatever? Well, where the fuck are you gonna go? And then most people don't have a landline, and maybe the only phone that they did have in the house. I'm just trying to see what they have. Like, you got Ring cameras and everything. Most people have Ring doorbell cameras. I would love to have seen if they've caught anything. I mean, the dash cam footage did catch some light streaking across, and the cop did say, was that a shooting star, or was that like, what the hell was that? And then he got freaked out because now he hears something come over saying, hey, there's aliens in someone's backyard. Yeah, that would freak me out. If I just saw something and then you got a call like, hey, there's aliens in my backyard, I would
would be freaked out.
Aliens are in my backyard.
But then like you go back there and nothing's there.
That's the thing.
Because then
So,
he was like, all right, like if you see these people again, don't call us.
right. So did it really crash or did it actually land for a second? Maybe they had some problems with the craft and they were like, all right, we need to make a quick emergency landing, quick get out, inspect it, and then get the back in and get the hell out of here.
That would make the most logical sense because it doesn't seem like anything crashed because there would be
Right. If I was
signs of a crash.
If I was this family or something, see this would be bigger news to me. Like as far as, when we talked about, last week about like this guy coming out and I have all this information, but I have no information. These people actually saw a craft. I feel like the news media would have picked it up. And then when you actually sent me this, it had almost over 1 million views.
Correct.
So you would think like, all right,
this would go viral.
This is going to get traction. This is going to go places. The news media in the local area picked this up.
Yeah, it happened back May 1st, over a month ago already.
Yeah, why haven't anybody's been talking about this?
Exactly.
But again, like this story is kind of choppy. There's no real footage. There's no nothing. I mean,
something did happen out
you
there.
have tangible evidence where a cop saw something, people saw something in the area, and a 911 phone call. That's more credible than just somebody saying, I saw documents and I saw, craft.
Correct.
And there's nothing to it. This one has me scratching my head, man. This one is like...
It really does. It could be real.
Oh, dude, it's...
This one could be real.
Why can't this happen to us?
This could be real. I just wish, again, there was photographic evidence of the craft and the green man, not just a light streaking across. Because it could just be like, oh, it's a meteor. But then how would it disorient somebody that much to say that there's 8-foot guys in my backyard?
Yeah, to call
maybe it's a coincidence that people did jump in his backyard to maybe rob them at the time this happened. That could be a possibility.
Stretch.
I know, but that could be a possibility.
8 foot? Like, we're talking
They're
8
fucking
feet.
big guys.
8 feet?
People maybe think I'm 8 foot tall.
Shaq is a big boy, but,
Yep.
but he's not 8 foot.
Shaq
but again,
comes in your backyard with a couple of dudes like Yao Ming.
I mean, if there was a bunch of Shaqs in my backyard and they were saying like, yo, and they're staring at me, I'd be like, all right, what's going on? And they're next to this craft.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd be like, all right, there's some big boys in my backyard next to this craft I've never seen before.
Let's call the cops.
The only other thing I could think of, like they were drunk, they were high, they were something, and they were
Maybe.
just like making up this story. But then again, like I wouldn't, like if I knew I was doing something,
Illegal? Yeah, you wouldn't call the cops.
yeah, I wouldn't be like, all right, man, I'm pretty drunk. I'm going to call the cops saying, I saw some 8 foot dude in my backyard with big eyes. Like,
I don't know.
That's not human. Big eyes?
Yeah, that's not.
I don't know. So what do you,
I'm leaning more towards a thumbs up just because of the dash cam on the cop car. But I just wish there was a little bit more that we would see the craft or the aliens.
I know, me too, man. Like, I don't know what to make of this.
I don't know either.
Like, I can't discount the actual video.
No, you
and then
can't.
the police saying, oh, dude, we just saw a shooting star. And then all of a sudden, like, he's like, oh, shit, but people just called it, they're aliens in my backyard. Like, I'm not going there.
Yeah, it's pretty freaky.
But that's the thing. The thing that gets me, and we talked about this on, with the disclosure information that the government doesn't want you to know, but now the government like blacks out cameras and takes away evidence. So it like, all right, they want to release information, but they don't want to release information. So yeah, I don't know. I want to say false, but I might lean towards yes, man. This one's really, really weird. This is bizarre, dude.
It is really bizarre.
It's a bizarre thing. I don't know. Check out the original footage from the newscast yourself. Let us know in the comments what you think. Did aliens really touch down in these people's backyards?
It'd be amazing if they did.
It would be really amazing. Make sure to subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. Check out all of our contact information and shows, everything on nightmare365.com. Check out our shop.
Nightmare365.com.
Yeah, and be part of the postcard club on our Patreon. We're making up some postcards for you, so check that all out. And until next time,
Stay spooky.
and watch out for those aliens. There's a Las Vegas family that aliens crashed in their backyard.
There's a Las Vegas family that aliens crashed.
Oh, my bad.
Body camera from a police officer proves
Body
it.
camerage.
Yeah.
Camerage?
Cameras. Camera footage.
I swear to God, this is not a joke.